It all started with talk, and at first, that talk delivered. Back at Euro 2024, Spain versus France in the semifinal. Lamine Yamal was just 16 years old. Before the game, the headlines blew up when Adrien Rabiot said, "If Yamal wants to reach the final, he'll have to do more than he has so far." It sounded like a warning, but Yamal took it personally. He fired back on Instagram posting, "Move so the ball can pass." 3 words. Cold, sharp, a statement. And then, under the brightest lights of the tournament, he backed it up. That curling left-footed strike from outside the box, past Maignan, into the top corner. One of the goals of the tournament. One of those remember where you were moments. At 16, Lamine Yamal talked big and delivered bigger. The world saw confidence, not arrogance, swagger, not ego. And from that day, everyone knew. This kid isn't scared of anyone. Fast forward to now. 18 years old, a full Barca starter, already one of the best young players in the world. Yamal's talent is not in question. His composure, vision, dribbling, elite. He's got the aura, the numbers, and the spotlight. But lately, that same confidence that made him unstoppable has started to look like arrogance. Because when you're young, rich, famous, and loved by millions, the line between swagger and ego gets blurry fast. Before the latest El Clásico, Yamal's comments once again went viral. He said, "They, Real Madrid, steal and complain. That's what they do. Last time I went to the Bernabeu, we won 0-4, and then added, while I'm winning, they can't say anything. When they beat me, they can bold words from an 18-year-old. But this time, he wasn't talking to Rabiot. He was talking to Real Madrid, to the biggest club in the world, to Carvajal, Vinícius, Mbappé, Bellingham, players who don't forget. When you speak that loud before a Clásico, you paint a target on your back. The Bernabeu was electric that night. Yamal came out with confidence. But from the opening minutes, you could feel the tension. Every touch, every dribble, every glare from the Madrid defense had an extra edge. And for the first time in a while, Yamal looked frustrated. Álvaro Fernandez kept him quiet. Vinícius clattered him. Carvajal mocked him. When the final whistle blew, Madrid 2, Barca 1, it wasn't just a loss, it was a lesson. Cameras caught Yamal exchanging words with Vinícius. Vinny turned to him, made a talking mouth gesture. "You talk too much." Then Carvajal walked over and said in his face, "Hablas mucho. Habla ahora." You talk too much. Talk now. It was humiliation, plain and public. The prodigy silenced by experience. And suddenly, the same confidence that looked like strength last year now looked like immaturity. And it's not just this game. There's a pattern forming. In the Nations League final, Yamal promised a dominant Spain performance. They lost. In the PSG tie, he hinted that Barcelona would show them what Barca really is. PSG's team with many injuries made sure otherwise. And now, against Madrid, the words came first. The performance didn't follow. When you're that good, people expect fireworks. But if the spark doesn't catch, every quote becomes ammo. There's a difference between talking big and backing it up. Cristiano Ronaldo used to say things like,
Maybe someone's don't like me, but because maybe I'm too good. I don't know why.
Zlatan would call himself a lion, and then go out and do something no one else could. Even Messi and Kylian Mbappé, who could talk if they wanted to, mostly stay silent and lets their goals do the speaking. That's the standard. That's how you turn confidence into dominance. Yamal isn't there yet, and that's okay. But he's trying to wear the same swagger before fully earning the scars that come with it. And then there's the off-field story. Yamal's face is everywhere. Sponsorships, interviews, fashion shoots. He's young, handsome, rich, and connected. Recently, he's been spending a lot of time with Argentine singer Nicki Nicole. They've been spotted at dinners, events, and vacations. It's innocent, but it's also a distraction. The kind of thing that adds fuel to the fame's getting to his head narrative. You see it in the headlines. Yamal out with Nicki again. Yamal's lifestyle blowing up online. And suddenly, the conversation shifts from football to fame. It's not that he's doing anything wrong, but for a player who's still building his foundation, perception is powerful. When your life looks louder than your football, people start asking questions. The sad irony? Yamal already showed he can handle the pressure. That goal against France, that was proof of everything. At 16, he faced the talk, took the challenge, and answered on the pitch. That's the Yamal people fell in love with. Confident, fearless, humble. Now, 2 years later, he needs to find that version of himself again. Because the fame, the hype, the attention, it's all temporary. But greatness, that's earned, over and over again. Lamine Yamal is still a generational talent. He's not done. Far from it. But football is a humbling game. It doesn't care how young you are or how viral you go. It rewards focus. It punishes noise. And right now, it's time for Yamal to stop talking like he's arrived and start working like he's still chasing it. Because the same world that praises you for talking is the same world that loves to watch you silenced. So maybe, for now, let the feet do the talking again.